YouTube, and welcome to another Smash Force Team Go unboxing with me, Tom. Now, as some of you may have noticed, for the last few videos I've done, I've been sat in this crappy, low and uncomfortable office chair. Office chair? No, it's a camping chair. Now, some of the more observant among you may have noticed that for the last couple of videos I've done, I've been sat in this camping chair thing, which has been out of necessity because my old chair was 10 years old and it was done. Nothing left in it. So I've had to resort to this for a few days. What I have, however, ordered is the GT Omega Pro office chair, and that's sat downstairs waiting for me. The purpose of this unboxing has become clear if you hadn't already read the title, which you probably had, because why would you have clicked on the video and tried to watch the thing if you'd not read the title? Anyway, let's get it out of the box. Right, so here it is out of the box. Comes in relatively few parts. You've got the back, the base, the wheel, the stand part, if you want to call it that, the hydraulics, and then the lever arm. So you just pop the wheels into the stand and put the hydraulic in. You then put the back onto the base of the chair, and the easiest way I found to do this was to fix the side where the adjustment lever is first, because that bar stays perfectly in place. This little bit is a little awkward when you only have one person, because it's hard to hold the chair in place to then get the angle on the bolts on the opposite side to tighten it up, because it's quite a tight fitting. But once you do get it, it does go together relatively easy, as you sort of see here. Now, the next step of it is to fix the lever piece to the base of the chair. And what happened with this is I undid the first bolt relatively easily, but then the Allen key they provided with the chair kept threading, and it got to the point where I couldn't use the Allen key. It was just too soft a metal for the tightness and the strength of the bolts. And what I had to do, as you can see here, I was trying to fight with the thing for quite a while, and then I rummaged around a little and I managed to find the old Allen key that I used for my wheel stand, and luckily that was made of a stronger metal. I don't know exactly what the metals are between the two Allen keys, but it was strong enough to get these bolts undone anyway, and I managed to get the lever arm onto the bottom of the chair, as you can see. Then after that, it is literally just a case of pop it on top of the hydraulics and the wheels, give it a little push to click everything into place, and then just attach a few like plastic covers and your lumbar support, and you're good to go. There it is, guys. Nice new GT Omega Racing Pro seat. Extremely comfortable is the first thing I'm going to say. I sat down in it and I instantly felt just the support, the back support's fucking immense. That's all I'll say. It is immense, especially with the little lumbar cushion you'll have seen me putting in. It just sits really nicely there and just kind of forces you to sit upright, and this is what I need at the minute, to be honest, because I've got into a really bad habit of slouching, especially when I'm sat at the computer for long times. The little head pillow here is really nice. I've just got it a little bit lower, so it sort of sits just there on my neck between my shoulders and the back of my head. So the arms are adjustable up and down, and they also go backwards and forwards, as well as twisting in and out. So all together you can pretty much get them exactly where you want them, give or take. They are plastic, but to be fair, they feel quite comfortable once you've got them in the right spot where you like them. Can't really complain. The height setting of the chair's decent. It's about right for me for where I sit at this desk. This is, I believe, the lowest I've got it at. Yeah, I've got it at the lowest, so I could actually get it as high as this, which, to be fair, is a decent height for my monitor, but it's a little too high. So to give you an idea of the range, there you go. It also has a very good lock on the rocker that stops you going back too far without expecting it, so you can undo that. That is just the rocker that lets me get back that far. And then, as I'm sure you all know, you have the advantage of the recline. And with that, you can get basically horizontal. You'd saw me just disappear off cam, so you know how far it goes back from that. But all in all, I really can't pick a fault with the chair itself at all. In terms of the build quality, yes, there are a couple of bits that are plastic, where other chairs have got like kind of padding here, stuff like that. But in general, in terms of build quality of the chair, I think it's pretty good. The other thing I noticed actually is it's only a simple thing, but it's the travel of the chair. So if I stand up, you'll notice a lot of chairs you get like a sink and a rise as you get on them and off them, but this literally doesn't move. Even if I adjust the height up there, if I sit on it, there is like centimetre tops kind of movement in that. But in terms of comfort, I have sat on more comfortable things, I'm not going to lie, but in terms of an office chair or a gaming chair or just a chair for a lot of use, it's going to have to be up there. It's going to have to be like an 8 out of 10, maybe even pushing a 9. I've definitely not sat in a more comfortable office chair, but I'm not going to give it a full like 10 or anything like that, because there's a good chance there's more comfortable office chairs out there. I've not sat in all the chairs, even though this is the most comfortable of the chairs I've sat in, so we're going to go probably an 8.5, let's call it an 8.5 on that. Ease of use, once together, 10 out of 10. Cannot fault it in any way. The head pillows just got the little elastic straps, same for the lumbar support, so you can just remove them quite easily if you don't fancy using them. You've seen it goes backwards and forwards with absolute ease. You can get it back into the position you want it. The arms move well. The lockable caster wheels, if you sort of chuck that little bit extra at the chair to get those, 10 out of 10. Couldn't be easier to use. Assembly, you saw me struggle with it. There's the Allen key issue, which if I had not had a spare, I could have been stuck with that, probably struggling to put the thing together. The back of the chair, because of the way that it's built, it's easier to bolt this side in first because this is the side with the lever. So you bolt this side in first because the thing stays in place while you're bolting it. But then you have to kind of really work to get the chair and the plate at this side together to fasten the bolts, which you will have seen during me putting it together. In terms of assembly, I'd have to give it something like a 6.5. Like it could have been easier if it wasn't for the struggle with the bolts on the bottom. It would probably be nearer 7.5 or even an 8 if it wasn't for that. It wasn't a huge selling point for me. If I was going to mention anything, I would warn people about that. Whether it happens a lot, I don't know. I may have just had a dodgy Allen key, but it's worth noting that you may need a spare. So in terms of a place to eat scrambled eggs, I'd probably give this chair about an 8 out of 10. And then value for money, well, let's put it this way, this chair retails at £160 here in the UK, so that's what it's cost me to get this chair. And for chairs in the same price bracket, you're not going to get much better. Like I say, some would, rather than having the plastic, may have an upholstered armrest, but then they may not have the same adjustability. And one of the reasons I went for this anyway is the adjustability of the armrest, because depending on what I'm doing, I might like to point them in when I'm working, programming, because I'm typing a lot, whereas when I'm more relaxed gaming, I might want to turn them out and sort of sit more like that, because my hands are on my gamepad and on my mouse, so I want to turn them out. When I'm playing on the Xbox, I might want to drop them completely down out of the way, or especially when I'm using the wheel, I might want to drop them out completely out of the way. So it's versatile, it's very versatile, and I think it compares well to other chairs in the price bracket. Personally, I've gone with the fabric finish, mainly because, as I've mentioned a few times in videos, even in this video, my day-to-day job is programming, so I sit in chairs like this all day, at work, at home. Like, if I'm not in bed or out and about, I'm in a chair like this, and the kind of comfort that you need for that. the fact that leather gets really warm in the summer and stuff like that, or just if you sat in it a long time, like warm car seats, I'm sure a lot of you all know, that's a negative for me. So I stayed away from anything PVC, leather, all that stuff, which is why I went for the fabric here. If it wasn't for that, I would possibly consider leather. If it was just a few hours a night gaming and I just wanted a nice comfortable chair, or even if it was just for the simming, I would probably go with a leather effect. But for me, the fabric is probably the most sensible option due to the amount of time I will spend in this chair, video editing, podcasting, you know, programming, everything that I'll do. I'd probably give this chair itself like an 8.5 out of 10. Comfort's up there, the easy use is up there, the assembly's let it down, and the value for money is, it's no better than any other chair out there, but it's no worse, so it's average. So it's going to be an 8.5 for me, I think, on this one. It's not perfect, definitely not perfect, but there's also other chairs in this range. Remember, this is the entry level chair in this range, so there are other GT Omega chairs that will kind of solve some of the little problems with this. But in terms of getting a nice, comfortable gaming chair, you can't go wrong with a GT Omega Pro, and that is that. On that note, guys, I will say thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to make the video, as it always is. Remember to give us a like and a subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Always gives us a nice boost to see the little thumbs up, and it means we know we're doing a good job. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll hopefully see you again soon. Goodbye. For the benefit of people that do the podcast and the videos, yes, I will eat some scrambled egg, James. Just to see who gets the joke. That will be one of my ratings. Like, out of 10, this chair's an 8 for eating scrambled egg.